Hello, YouTube family. It's cold on the East Coast, so let's get this hugging. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. It's cold on the East Coast, as I'm sure winter is setting in. And wait, winter, we still got a few more days for winter to officially kick in. But, it's cold outside, and we are dealing with it. Make sure that you bundle up. If you are a fan of Euphoria, the HBO show starring Zendaya, when it first came out, my son was like, don't watch that show, because he knows how much I love Zendaya. And I realized that for me, it wasn't a show for me, but many people love it. If you love Euphoria, get ready for season 3. Filming starts next month, but pack your patience. It's not going to be seen until 2026. The stars of the show, between Zendaya, Coleman Domingo, Sydney Sweeney, they're busy. I know that Storm Reed won't be back, but a lot of them are very busy. I got to shout out my girl Lunel, who has just launched her first fragrance line just in time for the holiday. You can get yours. It's called Lunel Iconic. You can get yours at heylunel.com. It would make a great stocking stuffer. I love it when a person can realize when they've done something wrong, because I'm from the school of, if you've done something wrong, you made a mistake, you got to own up to it immediately. Own it and you move on. Will Smith, years ago, the original Aunt Viv, Janet Hubert, and him had an awful falling out. And on a recent episode of Black Comedy in America, it's a show on the Vice channel, he talked about that was a terrible mistake in his life, and he wishes it never happened. Back in 2020, when they did the reunion, it was one of the best parts to see them come together. But to hear Will really speak on it, that Black Comics in America is good. Now, please don't ask me where to find the Vice channel, because I stumbled on it. It's like, if I go back, I would have to keep searching, but it's on the Vice channel. But it's an excellent series, Black Comedy in America. Love Jones, a 1997 movie that was a hit, has come back in a very unique way. Nia Long, Lorenz Tate, the new Walmart commercial, and it shows them they have a daughter, and just holiday warmth, and you go and you get your package, and it was from Walmart. The only problem is you get these good feelings like, wow, they both look great. Missed this movie. Walmart has come under fire for their recent actions, rolling back diversity, inclusion, equity, human rights. They just taking back all the rights that they put out there during George Floyd. So a lot of people are like, I'm not shopping there. But the commercial is everything. I posted it on my social media. It is everything. This is a huge week for Tyler Perry because his World War II drama 6888, it opens in theaters before it moves to Netflix. The movie stars Kerry Washington, the true story of African American women who went overseas to help the soldiers with mail and just to help them keep in touch with loved ones. It's based on a true story, and rapper Big Sean, his grandmother was part of that group of women who went there. They had a big Hollywood premiere last night, and Big Sean brought his grandmother. If you were getting married, what would make a great wedding gift? Well, if your dad is Snoop Dogg, you're going to get $1 million, because this is what he gave his daughter, $1 million. We're wondering, boy, he is working hard over there doing those Summer Olympics. Well, gave his daughter $1 million for a wedding gift. Over at ABC, there's a little turmoil. They're in the process of moving to a new location on the Hudson River, but the old location was it's an old building. It was built, I think, in the 80s, but it's old. They have no heat. They have no Wi-Fi. So any staffers that are left there, I don't know how you work with no heat. It's cold on the East Coast, y'all. How do you work without Wi-Fi? How is that even possible? But they're left in this building. They won't be able to move until February. But that's the least of their problems, because the ratings for Good Morning America are not there. Apparently, between George, Robin, and Michael, they get 100 days off a year. There are 365 days a year, and I guess they figure there's not enough consistency because what do people like? Consistency. They do. Anything you do in life, if you want to succeed, you got to be consistent. You can't just keep talking about it. And I guess they're figuring that they take off too much during the football season. Well, Michael's got to take off because he's working at Fox. He's a football analyst. So I don't know how they're going to do that. I know Robin works like 4 days a week most of the time, but the ratings have not been good. So there'll probably be some tweaking to Good Morning America. Stephen A. Smith, First Take, ESPN. He started his career writing in my neck of the woods, Philadelphia. I remember writing him one time about the Lakers, and he answered it. He just signed a new deal with ESPN for $120 million. $20 million a year, a 6-year stint contract extension for ESPN. I'm sure he's one happy guy today. Jennifer Hudson, one of the best parts of her whole show is something that you don't even see during the show. What has become a social media sensation is her staffers singing and encouraging the guests to come out and dance, and they film it. It's really a fun highlight. It's really fun to see, I guess you could say, like some of her favorites in a setting like that where they're dancing and putting their hands up in the air. It has taken off to be a big hit because oftentimes people say, well, how's the show doing? The show apparently is doing well. It's not in any fear. And with a popular situation like this, it's going to even continue on for Jennifer Hudson. Reasonable Doubt. So many people enjoyed Morris Chestnut on the show. And it's been renewed for another season, but Morris Chestnut won't be there because Morris Chestnut is launching his own show, Watson, in January on CBS. But he did say at a parting shot, I'm glad you guys didn't kill me off so my character can come back. So you never know. Maybe, Reasonable Doubt. Check it out on Hulu. It's a very good detective show because a lot of people say, Morris not coming back. You never know. They didn't kill his character off. He made a very good point. Oftentimes I say we can agree to disagree because you can agree to disagree. And a lot of people got to learn what a conversation is. Ain't nobody attacking Serena Williams. We love her over here. But you will ask questions like, what's going on? What's going on? You ask me questions all the time. What's going on? No one is attacking, so I need some people. Y'all gotta calm down. Drink some tea and calm down because ain't no arguments and stuff like that going on over here. No one would ever attack this woman who is the GOAT in sports. The notification bell will let you know that we're here. I always ask a ton of questions and I check the comments, so do check in. Leave a comment, give us a thumbs up. Best part, subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss anything. Thanks so much for joining me. Appreciate you guys. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.